Hello, Forgers. I am your Forge Master, Zach Cold Iron, and I would like to formally welcome you to Forge D20's 2025 Tabletop Address. Now, you're probably asking yourself, what the fuck is a Tabletop Address? Well, basically we'll be going over our plans for Forge D20 for the year 2025 and what you can expect from us. So, let's start with our flagship stuff, the D&D campaigns we release. Now, you guys know that we release every Friday at noon. We're actually going to start releasing the episodes Friday at 5 p.m. instead. And if you are a Patreon member, you will get access to these episodes exactly a week earlier than everybody else. Now, there are going to be instances, like next week, for example, where there's a possibility that we cannot record an episode. Some of us are on call after hours for our jobs. Schedules need to align appropriately for us to play. However, that is no excuse for not providing you guys content. So we will always supplement every Friday at 5 p.m. Expect something, whether it's something like another Raw and Unforged episode. I'll do maybe guest interviews, solo discussions about D&D and more, but expect your D&D related content to come out at Friday at 5 p.m. Now, let's segue into the next stuff. You guys have noticed that, especially in the last quarter of 2024, that we have published YouTube videos almost daily. And we want to continue that. I actually very much enjoy putting together YouTube content for you guys. So we're going to come up with a schedule. So because we released the D&D content on Friday, I thought to myself, why not have content every day? Big brain, right? To keep you guys entertained. So expect us to release like a Skyrim or an Elden Ring Let's Play or, a one-off game or there every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday on our YouTube channel. Which, by the way, if you guys can, please go subscribe already. We are at 116 subscribers. I kind of have started posting there again, and I started with 99. So we're getting 17 subscribers, in the last quarter. I hope to hit 250 this year. That's kind of my goal. And I just wanted to, before I even continue, give a special shout out to each and every single one of you. I am so thankful that I get the opportunity to do this and entertain you guys, whether it's D&D related, gaming related. I just hope that I've helped you in some sort of capacity. I really love you guys, and I did not expect for me to even hit 500 listeners, let alone 1,300 last year. And that's all because of everybody who listens to the podcast. I love you guys so fucking much. You guys are the fucking best. Seriously. Alright. Got to put my professional voice back on now because we're doing official tabletop address. It's like fucking government level shit. Okay, not really, but anyways. I wanted to do a little bit more of exclusive Patreon content. So, I'm going to be unveiling a concept I've been working on for about 3 months now that I've developed a system for, and it will be a D&D 5th edition homebrew. I guess you could say it's a setting. Do you like the Backrooms? And if you haven't, check out my Backrooms gameplay on YouTube. Well, I told myself, why don't I bring that to Dungeons & Dragons? I have created something called the Rift Rooms, a D&D homebrew experience that is inspired by the Backrooms. You'll be navigating through liminal spaces and solving puzzles, making sure that you maintain your sanity as there is a sanity system, and evading some of the monsters throughout each level that you encounter. I do plan on releasing these on the 15th of every month, starting on February 15th, where I will be releasing Level 0 of the Rift Rooms. Now, make sure, if you want to get access to this content, you have to be a patron. So make sure you guys go to our link tree at linktr.ee/ForgeD20 podcast and become a patron on our Patreon today to get access to this content. And if you're a part of the highest tier, and, well, and you want me to run it for you, I'd be open to doing that. Now, it's not an official benefit, but if I can get enough people, I would be totally open to doing that. All right. Now that we've unveiled the Rift Rooms on January 4th, which is tomorrow, everyone on Facebook and Instagram saw that I unveiled a novella that I'm writing called The Dreamwalker. The Dreamwalker is a, I would say, cosmic horror, psychological thriller, fantasy adventure, obviously, because this is a D&D channel. This is actually setting up for a D&D campaign we are going to be running after we conclude Tales of Lodrianth, which, by the way, is not finishing anytime soon. We maybe just got through the first third or so of it. We still got about 2 acts left to go, so I don't think it's going to end this year. I do think it's going to end sometime next year, so don't think that we're immediately starting this new D&D campaign. No, this is something that I am going to be releasing a chapter of it every single month on the first of the month. So be prepared for that. It's going to build up to this next campaign we are running. So make sure you guys check that out. It'll be released for free on Wattpad on the first of the month. And if you are a patron on Patreon, you get that week early exclusive access, which I think if February 1st, right, if I'm releasing one, which is a Saturday, you would get it on January 25th to get access to that episode. Speaking of January 25th, this is sponsored by Neg Dog Championship Wrestling. If you love wrestling and you are from the Florida area, on January 25th at 5 p.m. until I think it's 9 p.m., Neg Dog Championship Wrestling is hosting this big event called Music and Mayhem. The wrestling is from 7 to 9, but there's a pre and a post show, so make sure that you guys come out to that. There is going to be a link in the description below where you can purchase tickets. If you use code FORGER, you will get 20% off of your purchase. So make sure Circle S Barbecue, January 25th, 5 p.m. You be there, buy your tickets now because they are selling fast. All right. Well, that's all that I have for this year's Forge D20 Tabletop Address. I want to thank all of you for taking the time to listening to our podcast, watching our YouTube videos, being a patron, supporting us in any way, whether it's making art. Shout out to Draco Meister, Art of Morningstar, a bunch of studs there. Shout out Neg Dog Championship Wrestling for letting me be a part of the show. Once again, thank you for tuning in to this episode, episode of Forge D20. This is our 2025 Tabletop Address, and we'll see you very soon.